Hi, kindergarten. It's Mrs. Irwin. We're ready to do our reading today. For our reading today, we're going to think about retelling. So remember, retelling is when we talk about what happened in the story by telling the main parts. We don't want to tell all the details because that would ruin the story for someone else. But we want to be able to tell enough of the things that they can get an idea of whether they like the story or not to read it themselves. So as we read today, I want you to think about what are we going to use at the end to tell somebody about our story. So this book is called I Don't Want to Go to Bed by Julie Sykes and Tim Warnes. So we're going to read our story today. I don't want to go to bed. And remember, we're going to think about what are we going to tell somebody at the end the book was all about. Okay? Well, little Tiger did not like going to bed. Every night when Mommy Tiger said, "Bedtime," little Tiger would say, "But I don't want to go to bed." Little Tiger wouldn't let Mommy Tiger clean his face and paws, and he wouldn't listen to his bedtime story. One night, Mommy Tiger lost her temper, and she got a little upset. When little Tiger said, "I don't want to go to bed," Mommy Tiger roared, "All right then, you can stay up all night." Little Tiger could not believe his good luck. He scampered off into the jungle before Mommy Tiger could change her mind. Little Tiger went to visit his best friend, Little Lion. When he arrived, Little Lion was having his ears washed. "It's bedtime," growled Daddy Lion. "Why are you still up?" "I don't want to go to bed," said Little Tiger, and he skipped off into the jungle before Daddy Lion could wash his ears too. Little Tiger decided to visit his second best friend, Little Hippo. He found him splashing in the river, having a bedtime bath. "It's bedtime," bellowed Daddy Hippo. "Why are you still up?" "I don't want to go to bed," said the little tiger, and he scurried off into the jungle before Daddy Hippo could give him a bath too. So he's avoiding all these things. All his friends are going to bed. He's running off so he doesn't have to. Little Elephant was Little Tiger's third best friend. He went to visit him next. Little Elephant was not out playing. He was in bed, listening to his bedtime story. "It's bedtime," trumpeted Mommy Elephant. "Why are you still up?" "I don't want to go to bed," said Little Tiger, and he bounced off into the jungle before Mommy Elephant could put him to bed too. Little Tiger thought he would go and find Little Monkey, his fourth best friend, but he found Mommy Monkey first. She put a finger to her lips and whispered, "Little Monkey is fast asleep. Why are you still up?" "I don't want to go to bed," Little Tiger whispered back. Quickly he tiptoed into the jungle before Mommy Monkey made him fall asleep too. Little Tiger didn't know where to go next. It was the first time he had been in the jungle so late by himself. Even the sun had gone to bed. Suddenly it seemed very dark. What was that? Little Tiger looked up and saw two very large yellow eyes staring back at him. The eyes belonged to a bush baby. "Shouldn't you be in bed?" she asked. And the little tiger bravely said, "I don't want to go to bed. You haven't." "That's because I go to bed when the sun rises," said the bush baby. Oh, so this animal is called a bush baby. And they sleep during the daytime and they're awake at night. Well, little Tiger couldn't imagine going to bed in the sunshine. He shivered and thought about how cold and dark it was in the jungle at night. "I'm going to take you home," said Bush Baby. "Your mommy will be worried about you." "I don't want to go home. I don't want to go to bed," said little Tiger. But he didn't want to be left alone in the dark either. So little Tiger followed the Bush Baby through the jungle. He was glad of her bright big eyes, showing him the way back home. "We're almost there," said Bush Baby, as little Tiger's steps became slower and slower. "I don't want to go too," said little Tiger sleepily, dragging his paws. "Oh, there you are," said Mommy Tiger, "just in time for bed." "I don't want to." And he fell asleep. Mommy Tiger tucked him in and turned to Bush Baby. But the den was empty. Bush Baby had disappeared into the jungle before Mommy Tiger could tuck her in too. The end. So let's think about that story. In the beginning, what happened? Little Tiger did not want to go to bed, did he? Remember at the beginning of the story, he started off by saying, "I don't want to go to bed," right? And then what happened? Yeah, his mom got upset and said, "Fine, you can stay up all night." Right? He was really excited. So what did he do then? Yeah, he went to go see all of his friends. Now, do we need to tell each friend and what happened? Not necessarily, because we're just doing a brief retelling, right? We're trying to remember the big events. So we could just say he went to see his friends, but they were all getting ready for bed, right? Because that's what took up a lot of this part. Then what happened? Do you remember? You're right. He found the Bush Baby, and the Bush Baby took him back home. What happened when he got home? He tried to say he was not ready to go to bed, but he fell asleep. He fell fast asleep very quickly. So really it did get him tired. He just didn't want to give up playing for the day. So when we think about our story, we could tell somebody, "I read this great book called I Don't Want to Go to Bed. It's about a little tiger who doesn't want to go to bed." And his mom says, "Fine." So he goes to see all his friends, but they're going to bed. Okay. And then he's all alone and he realizes the jungle isn't so much fun at night. When he gets home, he goes right to sleep. Right? And that will give people an idea of what our book is about. Then they could read it to see all the details, like going to see the elephant and the monkey, right? So it helps us to be able to tell just the important parts. And then people can read for more of the detail parts. And that's what our retelling is. All right, guys. So go out and draw your retelling. See if you can draw that little tiger saying, "I don't want to go to sleep." And then going to find his friends. And then at the end, falling back asleep. Okay? So see if you can draw those parts out on a piece of paper. Any kind works. To remember what our story is like and practice retelling it to someone at your house. All right, talk to you later, friends.